Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 must-have cards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. These cards are basically, in my opinion, based on how valuable they are, based on their price, how good of a card they are, their positional value, meaning how good they are at their position. All of these things go into consideration for ranking what is the most valuable cards. And that's basically what I'm ranking in today's video. These are cards you want to build your team around, have on your squad, to fill holes, all that type of stuff. I think this is a really good list of cards to potentially consider picking up if you're looking to fill holes at different positions for different price points, all that type of stuff. But before you hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 12,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We finally hit 11K, been grinding every single day, uploading consistently, all that stuff. Really do appreciate everybody who's been subscribing. And now we're on the road to 12K, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help join the family. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Number 10 is a name I think that a lot of people wouldn't expect, and that's Marc Gasol. But this Marc Gasol card is a monster, and not only is he a monster, but he's super affordable, which makes him really good, because I think he's like a top 5-ish power forward in the game, or at least right on that borderline, on the level of guys like Dirk and Kareem and Dikembe and players like that, with 90 speed, a 7'1" frame, 7'4" wingspan, incredible interior defender, but also really solid perimeter defender, has off limitless range, catch and shoot, agent 3, quick first step, bully, posterizer, rise up. A lot of good badges on this card. He's an incredible shooter with a really good release. This K-Cuck base, Kobe up on very quick is phenomenal, normal leaner, super solid sigs, PG size of John Wall escape, the lid behind the back, and quick drops off one. Just one of the more complete and better all-around power forwards in the game for a super affordable budget. Makes him a really good budget option, and I think he does deserve a spot on this type of list as one of the best must pick up type guys in the game to fill a spot on your squad. Peter Gudmundsson is a similar type of card to Gasol. Statistically and badge wise, he's not quite as good, but he's 7'2" with a 7'10" wingspan and a massive player build, which really helps him to compete better on the interior against guys like Yao and Taco and now Manute, better than most players would. Hotspots from both corners, 12 hops, include a bunch of finishing badges, catch and shoot, corner specialist, anchor, box up, brick wall, post lockdown. He does have every badge upgradable, which is nice, so you can add badges like limitless takeoff, limitless range, quick first step, bailout, and break starter to him. He's a super solid interior defender, good rebounder, not the best in terms of speed, but good enough for a 7'2" player, and he has a really nice fast release, super smooth, which I think is really good. Helps out a lot in that he's a great shooter, one of the best shooters, especially of the really tall guys in game. Does not move well, but he does have quick drops, and like I said, I love his release, normal laner. So he's a really good Yao Taco counter who's also a great catch and shoot shooter and has some good dunk animations and stuff like that. So a lot to like about this Peter card, and I think he's really good, especially for his value. Steve Smith is actually the only free card that I'm including on this list, but I think he's one of the few shooting guards in the game who can compete with the super duper expensive shooting guards, guys like T-Mac and Terry Dishinger and a hero Tim Thomas, cards like that are the top shooting guards. This Steve Smith at 6'8", with 30 hoffs, including incredible all-around badges, especially shooting, but even finishing, playmaking, and defense. An elite defender who's super fast, has a great shooting ability, and is an elite slasher. Amazing animations with LaMelo based on very quick MJ dribble style, Lowry sides up, Trey escape, the lid behind the back, giving him basically perfect sigs, Trey fade as well as front clutches. He's just one of the more complete and one of the better all-around cards at the shooting guard position in the game. And considering that he's totally free, and in my opinion, maybe the best free card in my team right now, he is absolutely exceptional. And if you have this card, he's kind of a must-have card. He's kind of not in that he's free and he's not available, but if you have the card, he should have a spot in your team. Thurl Bailey's kind of a similar card to Marc Gasol in that he's an incredibly affordable, only like 40 to 45,000 MT card. For a hero Thurl that's 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan, gives you elite size to 3, the ability to match up better against guys like Bull than almost anybody. Additionally, hotspots from everywhere, 25 hoffs, super complete with most of the key Hall of Fame badges you could be asking for on the defensive end, shooting as well as playmaking, clamp breaking, quick first step, and then having bully, fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer, which are the 4 most important finishing badges in my opinion. He's also got elite speed, really good shooting and slashing. He's a very capable, versatile defender. Has Tobias Harris base, Jetty Osman up on very quick. Honestly, this is kind of similar to a KPJ type base is what it reminds me of. It's really good. Donovan Mitchell leaner's a little odd, but it's not bad. Steph size of John Wall escape, the lid behind the back are really good sigs, and then the quick drops off one as well. Thurl is one of the best budget small forwards in the game, maybe the best budget small forward in the game, especially given his versatility and his size that gives him the ability to guard guys like Bull and Big Z at the 3, much better than most. I'm going Luka at number 6, and I do understand Luka's expensive, still around 300,000 MT, maybe even a little bit more, even for a base version of Luka, so he's very expensive, but he is the best 3 hunting card honestly, debatably in the entire game, I think you could say, because of the fact that he has such good SIGs and such good animations. But we'll get to those in just a second. 95 speed and excel, 98 shot 3, 90 driving dunk, really solid defense. Elite playmaking and shooting badges especially, but good defense, anchor clamps and glove especially. And then limitless takeoff, posterizer, bully as well. But KPJ base, Rudy Gay up around very quick, might be the best release in the game right now. He's got Trey fade, he's got Trey's SIGs with the escape and the size up, Lily behind the back, MJ dribble style, and quick drops off one, as well as the Luka moving step back. Pretty much perfect SIGs on this card make him, in my opinion, the best 3-hunter currently in my team. And I do think, even though he's very expensive, if you're a 3-hunting type of guy, Luka's the perfect card for you, and he is absolutely incredible at your PG position, especially if you surround him with a ton of size at your 2 through 5, which I think is the best way to run Luka. So he's an incredible primary ball handler and amazing even for his price, and I do think he deserves to be on the list. Hito is going to come in at number 5 for me because Hito is less than 100,000 MT, actually significantly less than 100K, and he's 6'10" at the point guard position. So he gives you size at PG for cheap, but additionally has incredible shooting and playmaking ability. He's a very capable defender and a good slasher with bully, limitless takeoff, and posterizer. Super fast, really solid defender, great shooter, great dunker with one of the best releases in the game. Stockton base Trey up around very quick is very similar to base 98. He's got normal leaner, still has great SIGs, Lowry size up, and Curry escape, which isn't quite as good as Trey, but still very good. And then he also has front clutch dunk animations. And I do think he is, in my opinion, at least the best buyout point guard in the game because of the size and the versatility that he gives you, as well as still having such good offensive animations between his jump shots and his SIGs. And with those things being the case, I think that's the type of card that is a top 5 must-have card in my team right now. Number 4 is kind of similar, kind of different in Tim Thomas, specifically the interdimensional one, not the hero one, because he's cheaper. This interdimensional Tim Thomas is 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan at the shooting guard position. He's somewhat semi-affordable. I wouldn't say he's cheap by any means, because he's certainly not, but he's not crazy expensive either. A card you can get for probably 200 to 250,000 MT, but he gives you incredible size at the shooting guard position. He's debatably the best shooting guard in the game, but he's an incredible slasher, shooter, playmaker, and really good defender. I know this version doesn't have Hoff anchor, doesn't have Hoff clamps, interceptor, a couple badges like that. That would be nice to have, but he is super fast, really good defensive stats, 95 driving dunk, 97 shot 3, one of the best releases in the game, Trey fade, incredible SIGs, and front clutch dunk animations. Tim Thomas is still absolutely elite in my team. No doubt about that. I think you can argue that he is the best shooting guard in the game, and also he gives you size at 6'10" that most other shooting guards don't give you. And then in terms of the 6'10" type guys, the shooting guard position, whether that's a KG or a Big Z, somebody like that, he's a much better playmaker than those guys as well. And I think for his value, which is not crazy expensive, he is 100% worth his price. Taco Fall is going to come in for me at the number 3 spot. The reason I have Taco this high, to be completely honest, is because I think he is just so... He's such a mismatch. He's so unfair. I understand he's still expensive. He's still probably 250 to 300,000 MT. But Taco is 7'6" and has semi-decent speed and a decent ability to shoot, as well as the ability to get every badge and a good release. I would catch and shoot, limitless range, quick first step. Outside of that, you got 2 more badge slots. You can really add whatever you'd like on him there. Maybe you go fast twitch for one and a defensive badge like a challenger for the other one. I understand 64 speed isn't good. I understand he doesn't have a super high number of badges. I understand 73 3 ball isn't great, and he doesn't have good 6, but he's 7'6" with one of the best couple player builds in the game, the ability to shoot, and good enough speed to where he is far from a liability on that end as well. He is the most overpowered power forward in the game, not named Manute Bull, and Manute Bull is 10 million MT, which is why you will not see him on this list, versus Taco being around 250K and still being one of the best power forwards in the game. I think he's an incredible card, and I do think he does deserve a spot. Another guy kind of at a similar light to Taco is Big Z, who is 7'3", and again, gives you that defensive versatility. The other really valuable thing about this Big Z is if you're running a shorter power forward, shorter center, he gives you switch ability that he can guard guys like Yao and Taco at a level that almost no other cards can, and he has decent speed, 74 speed and excel. He's an incredible shooter. Agent 3, catch and shoot, limitless range, really, really good all the way around. Anchor box up, east brick wall, defensively helps him out on the interior. He's not going to be the greatest perimeter defender in the world, and he may get attacked occasionally by smaller, better 3-hunting guards, guys like T-Mac and Terry and Luka, etc. But if you switch matchups, use him properly defensively, and then take advantage of the fact that he has such incredible size, can be such a mismatch, and has such a good release, I do think when used properly, he is one of the best cards in the game still, and I think for his price especially, because Big Z, honestly, not very expensive. He certainly fits into this type of category as one of the best or one of the biggest must-have cards in the game, considering he's not that much over 100,000 MT. And then this card right here, we're going with Galaxy Opal Yao Ming. not the Dark Matter Yao. The reason I say that is because Galaxy Opal Yao, especially compared to the normal Dark Matter Yao, is not that huge of a difference. He's still got 80 speed, he's still got a 78 3 ball, and he's still an incredible interior defender. Now, he is going to miss the ability to get every single badge. That does matter, obviously, and things like that. That is important. But Yao Ming was still the best card in the game prior to today's drop, this Galaxy Opal. And yes, we got a Dark Matter Yao Ming. Yes, we got a Dark Matter Minute Bull. Yes, we got a hero version of Dark Matter Yao. But this Yao is not that much worse than those cards. I understand he is still very expensive. You're still going to have to pay probably 500,000 MT to get yourself a Galaxy Opal Yao. But he is your best bet at stopping Yao, at stopping Minute, at stopping Taco, etc., etc. He can basically guard any big in the game with the ability to have 80 speed as well on a 7'6" frame. And he's still so good. And he's the type of card that I recommend people buying because Dark Matter Yao, cards like that are crazy expensive. This Galaxy Opal, on the other hand, is not ridiculously expensive. He's expensive, no doubt about it, but you're not million MT or 3 million MT for the hero or whatever the hero is going for, which the hero is just priced absurdly right now. Like, it's totally ridiculous. But for me personally, I just think Galaxy Opal Yao, despite being the most expensive card on this list, is probably the best value card in this list because he's still the third best card in my team, and he is going to be able to hold it down for the rest of the year against in-game centers, and I think he is the perfect card you need to try to target and find a way to get in your lineup because of how good he still is and how good he will remain for the rest of the year. So hopefully this video does help you out in terms of giving you all a picture of the types of cards you should be looking to target to build your team. Gives you a good different mix between free cards, budget cards, and expensive cards as well, and I hope I explained my logic pretty well as well, and that made sense. But hopefully y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.